Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 with Blackburn Rovers. We are in February. We are sat currently third place in the table. The transfer window has been opened, it has been closed. Not a lot of business really took place. I bought a few players. I don't think anyone major left. A couple of players did leave, but no one massive. But yeah, the most important thing is we are sat third place in the table, and that is because we've had a decent run of form, apart from the last game, really. And we're also out of the FA Cup. Last episode ended on the 3-2 defeat against Huddersfield, which was a bit of a disappointing result, really, but these things happen. The first match of the new year was against local rivals Burnley in the FA Cup third round. It was a 0-0 draw, really exciting. Then we had a trip just up the road to Fleetwood, where we ended up winning this one 3-1. We were 1-0 down after 17 minutes, thanks to Jack Dunn-Newby. But Danny Salvagione and Paul Oakdina get 2 goals. They didn't get... Paul Oakdina got 2, Salvagione got 1. We end up winning this one 3-1. Then against Reading, another former player comes back to haunt us. This time Mirko Antonucci with the only goal of the game on the 39th minute. Reading getting 3 points there. Back in the FA Cup, we play Burnley again in a replay. This time we go through 2-1 thanks to Ivan Bulger-Basic with a goal at each end of the game on 2 minutes and 89 minutes. Michael Kolar scores for Burnley on 62, but it did set up a 4th round tie against Leeds, which we'll get to in a minute. Back in the league and another long trip, this time down to my kind of place of residence-ish, against Bournemouth, where we end up winning 1-0 thanks to a Marcus Solbakken own goal. It wasn't Marcus Solbakken, it was Xavier Boulistix, who was going in the top corner and Solbakken headed it. Another victory followed, this time at home against Sheffield United. Ivan Bulger-Basic opened the scoring on 6 minutes and then an instant reply from Richmond Boyake on 7 minutes. Damianov then gets a goal on the 16th minute, making it 2-1 at half-time. In the second half, Danny Salvagione gets himself 2 goals, giving us a 4-1 victory, giving us 3 valuable points. And then a trip over to Nottingham, where we end up getting beaten 5-3 to Eddie Geacock. He scored 5 goals. Ivan Bulger-Basic got 2 for us. Paul Oakdina also got a goal for us. But this match was entirely Eddie Geacock, and he's not even that great. I mean, he's good. He's a decent player, but he's not amazing. Basically, he's on loan from Southampton, which is even more annoying for me. I mean, he's good at finishing. That's about it. He scored 14 goals this season. 5 of them have been against us. And then finally we get knocked out of the FA Cup against Leeds United. Issa Diop and Nicky Stevenson with the goals for Leeds. Paul Oakdina and Adam Fenton with the goals for us. I didn't really care too much about this. Leeds are a Premiership side as well. So let's talk about transfers. 2 players have left. There's more than 2. There's some people have left on loan and various other things. Abubakar Kouadio, he has gone to Sparta Prague. We've got £1 million for him. He was never going to get a work permit. He spent a couple of years on loan at Seattle in the MLS. Like I said, any money, good money. That's £1 million is more money than I thought we'd ever get for him. And the other player to leave is Rab McNally. He's been sold for 155k to Wigan, who I think they are in League One, so he's dropped down a division. He was one of those players that he was good, but we never really had enough time for him. We couldn't really get him into the squad. Players that have joined then. First up is Nicky Kane, who we've signed from Bournemouth for 225k, I think. He's come in as a backup goalkeeper. He's English. He's a not bad goalkeeper. He's probably unlikely to play for us, although he played 1 game for Bournemouth. That one singular game was against us. The next player to join is Serbian centre-back Sasa Popin, who's gone out on loan immediately to Fleetwood. He's cost, how much has he cost? 350k from Bacca. Decent-ish looking player. He needs a bit more determination realistically, but physically, he's an animal. Mentally and technically, he could do us some work. The final player to join is Ben Wood. He's joined on loan from Arsenal until the end of the season. He's come in as a first-team player, and he's not going to be a first-team player, so Arsenal might get a little bit annoyed. He's another, again, English player. I could do with some centre-backs. Nicky Kane came in for 425k. I think I said 225. Anyway, yeah, he's joined. So, transfers in, there wasn't a lot. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this guy to you before. So, yeah, we spent £4.7 million all season. The window's shut, we're not spending any more. We brought in £17.5 million, which is a ridiculous amount of money. Other players who've gone out on loan. Abdoulaye Fall has gone to Cadiz. Eric Menjiva, who was actually out on loan in Italy, that's the country where he was at. I recalled him, and I've loaned him out to China because they're paying a lot more of his wages. He's a player. He's really good. He's ridiculously good. This is Eric. He's really, really good, but he's never going to get a work permit because he's from El Salvador. Sasa Poppin, as we just mentioned, he's gone to Fleetwood. Graham White, the striker, he wanted first-team football. He's gone on loan to Ebbsfleet for the rest of the season. Johnny Davison, this is quite a big loan deal. Because I brought in Nicky Kane, Davison kind of been freed up. He's gone to Brentford. He's hopefully going to get some games at Brentford because he's a good keeper, and I feel bad not playing him that often, and I want him to get a few more Northern Ireland caps. Musa Kwaku Bamba, who we mentioned just a minute ago, he's gone on loan to Plymouth, and Lamine Troy has gone on loan to Vozdovac? Sure. He's gone there because we've now got a feeder club where we can send players on loan to become Serbian. So it's going to take 3 years to do it, but that's accumulatively. So if we get someone who's 17, we can send them to Serbia. By the time they're 21, 22, they'll be Serbian, and I do want him to be Serbian. Let's get on to the Watford game. They are top of the table. This is it's not a must-win game, but it's a game that we really should be winning, because if we win this, it's going to probably put Huddersfield top, but also mean that we're going to close the gap on Watford. It seems like every year in the Championship in this game, there are two teams that kind of run away with it, and I was hoping, particularly at the start of the season, we were going to be one of those teams. Unfortunately, Watford are one, Huddersfield are the other, and we are languishing behind in third place. Got a little bit of breathing space between us and fourth, which is Birmingham, but I'd much rather be pushing Huddersfield than being chased. The starting lineup then against table-topping Watford. Eden Halilovic is going to be the goalkeeper. Steve Simpson, Xavier Boulistix, Emmanuel Cisse and Hamish Falconer are the back four. Nsiala and Gasser in the middle, Clive Todd and Daminov as the wingers. Danny Salvagione will partner Paul Oakdina today. And Ben Wood will get a squad number of 24. Watford playing a somewhat defensive-looking formation, and once again we come up against a former player of ours, this time in Ethan Ampadu, who's their captain. I'm not sure who Huddersfield are playing or who Birmingham are playing. Basically, I'd like it if they both lost. I mean, obviously that will help us massively. Clive Todd with the ball through to Paul Oakdina. He's got Salvagione in the middle if he can find him. Crossed in, Danny Salvagione's there, it's just over the bar. Hull are playing Birmingham. Hull are drawing 1-1 with Birmingham, which means it's 4th versus 5th. 27 minutes on the clock. Halilovic's kick upfield. Nsiala's running onto the flick on from the Salvagione, and that is why you are a central midfielder and not a striker, my friend. Approaching half-time, Daminov is not having a very good game, and to be honest, none of us are, because we're not getting any highlights. We've had 2 highlights all game, and one of them was that Nsiala effort. Right, what do I do? In the team talk, that's a pretty decent team talk. Well done. Tactically, do we bring off Daminov? He's on a 6.4. No. No is the answer. We leave him on. If he's still doing terrible in about 60 minutes, that's when we bring him off. First highlight of the second half. Gasser gets the ball. Clive Todd. Todd's facing the wrong way. Nsiala. Through ball to Simpson. Can he cross it in? He can. Paul Oakdina's there. Takes a touch. Plays it back to Simpson for some reason. Crossed in again. Daminov's at the back. And it's saved by the keeper. 60 minutes in, and true to my word, Daminov is going to be coming off. We're going to bring on Luke Morgan. Not as an inside forward, as a winger. That will do, I think. This is going to be a 0-0 draw, which isn't actually terrible. Gonzalez with a corner. It's not going to be a 0-0 draw, is it? Illich. Nathan Ake's there on the volley. Hits the outside of the post. I'm going to encourage them. I'm not going to demand more, just encouragement. That's all they need. Huddersfield have taken the lead against Fleetwood, which means 64 points are the top 2 sides. We are 9 points behind. We've got 10 seconds left. This is going to be the final highlight of the game. It's a free kick to Watford. It's definitely the final highlight of the game. 0-0 draw with Watford. It's not terrible. I would have preferred a much more exciting game between 2 sides who are clearly the 2 of the best sides in the league. In the other match of interest, Hull beat Birmingham, which means Hull move up into 4th place. We're still 3 points clear. Sat in 3rd, but we are 9 points behind Watford. I mean, that was a game where if we won it, we would have been pushed further away from the chasing pack and a lot closer to the leaders. Welcome back. It's time for the East Lancashire derby away at Burnley. They're in strong form, which is not good. We are in fair form. We haven't won in the last 3 games, although one of them was a cup game, which Burnley probably weren't involved in at that point. The starting lineup we are going to go for then in the East Lancashire derby. Halilovic keeps his place in goal. The back four stays the same, so Simpson, Bulistic, Cisse and Falconer. Nsiala and Gasser also remain as the 2 midfielders. Clive Todd and Damianov remain as the 2 wingers. The only real change that I've done is Salvagione is now going to be partnered by Ivan Bulger-Basic. I think a defeat here could drop us down to 4th, because if we lose to Burnley, they will most likely leapfrog us. So looking at the league table down there, if we lose to Burnley, unless it's like 6-0, they will not leapfrog us, and Clive Todd's been injured after 7 minutes. Adam Fenton is going to come on play as a winger. Like I was trying to say, if Burnley beat us about 6-0, then they might leapfrog us. But chances of us losing 6-0 to Burnley is pretty slim. 5-0 is definitely a possibility. 30 minutes in, not a single highlight. Hold on, we've got one. Halilovic with a goal kick. Over the halfway line, Salvagione is the only player going for it, really. Gasser, Damianov. What are you going to do with it, son? Forward to Salvagione, Nsiala. Adam Fenton's in the area, has a go, puts it in the bottom corner, 32 minutes on the clock, and the substitute has made his mark on the game. Probably quite a good thing that Todd got injured now. A second highlight of the match, 38 minutes, Mane through to Cisse. Not Cisse, I nearly said. Mane gets it back. Diusi, Cisse, they've got lots of players over this side of the pitch. Mane in the centre of the goal, he's put it in the corner. Halilovic should have saved it. Modu Mane, I thought it was Sadio, it's not. Makes it 1 apiece. 40 minutes, and there's a highlight again. Mane, the goal scorer, crossed in. Girard's there, saved by Halilovic. Is that the whole highlight? Now we've got a corner. Nsiala takes Danny Salvagione. What a bullet header that was. 2-1 just before half-time. Nsiala's corner was spot on, and Salvagione with a bullet header makes it 2-1. Oh, look at that. That was a good header. Another highlight before half-time. Mane in the penalty area. Across to Mechev. Mechev's got no real support on the right-hand side, being forced backwards. Diuse. Mane again. Mechev. Diuse. Passing it around. Mane in the son of a bitch. How can you... My keeper's just not turned up. That was straight at him and he just didn't save it. It's 2-2 and it's not half-time just yet. Now it's half-time and they've got one player who's actually playing football and the rest are playing terrible. Damianov once again. Right, Damianov, get off the pitch. Like, you're on a 6.3 at half-time now. We're going to bring on Luke Morgan again. I don't know why. I always need to tell him to do that, like, individually. Everyone else seems to remember that they're not an inside forward, but Luke Morgan doesn't. Mane with a free kick for Burnley. Kohler takes a few touches, brings it forward. Diuse's there. It's counting. That's actually going to count. He was offside. I'm sure he was offside. Asane Diuse with a goal, with 3-2 down to Burnley, and we do not deserve it. This guy here, he's offside, right? He's offside when the shot comes in. No. Just because it got a deflection off my player does not mean he's all of a sudden onside. There's not a game we want to be losing. There's a corner come in. It's cleared only as far as the corner taker again. Goncalo. Diuse. Mechev. Kolar's going to get the ball. Has a go. It's taken 47 deflections and that time someone was offside. We've now got a free kick. Nsiala. Terrible. Absolutely shocking free kick. Mane's now going to run it clear. Diuse. Mane's on a hat-trick as well, which is even more annoying because he's probably going to get it. Through ball to Girard into the penalty area with 4-2 down. Steve Simpson is on a 5.9. How are you on a 5.9? I don't even have any right-backs on the bench. Right, Wood. You're going to make your debut as a full-back. Good luck. That's all our subs as well because Clive Todd got injured. Cisse with a free kick. Forward to Fenton with a header. Nsiala. Salvagione. Nsiala again, Fenton, plenty of space. Can he cross it in? Salvagione's there if he can find him. Can't find him. Gasser, Luke Morgan, facing away from goal. Finds Falconer, crossed in. Bulger-Basic's there. Went for the opposite corner. Hits it just over and wide. 20 minutes left to play. We've got some more action. Falconer with a throw. Salvagione. Nsiala, who's actually having a very good game for us. Cisse. Gasser. Gasser to Morgan. Morgan to Falconer. Falconer's got 3 players in the box to aim for. Fenton's one of them. It's cleared. Kohler for Burnley. Forward to Girard, one of the goal scorers. We do need 2 goals. Diuse on the halfway line. Takes it out wide. Finds Mechev. to Mane. Mane loses out. Falconer. Son of a bitch, Cisse! It does not deserve to be 5. We do not deserve to be 5-2 down. Falconer's on a 5.7 now. We've got a player on a 5.9, now one on a 5. Well, he's gone up to a 5.8, but this is an undeserved victory. Oh, if they get one more goal, they actually go ahead of us. Mane with a free kick. It's the 93rd minute. It's cleared over the halfway line. Luckily, that's another game we've conceded 5 goals. That, aggressively, everyone's getting shouted at. You, Adam Fenton, well done. Well done, calmly. I'm happy. You did well. Who else can I shout at? You need to be aggressively shouted at individually because you're crap. Steve Simpson, you can also get shouted at as well. Your performance was abysmal and you deserve to come off. There we go. Clive Todd is out for 3 to 4 weeks as well with a groin strain. Even better. At the start of that match, I said that if they beat us 6-0, they'd go ahead of us. We might lose 5-0. We didn't lose 5-0. We lost 5-2. And, just shocking. I'm going to go forward a day and I'm going to fine probably 3 players. First up, Hamish Falconer, 2-week fine. That's going to save me 12 grand, £20,500 there. Steve Simpson's up next. You're going to get a 2-week fine as well. That saved us a load of money too. And I'm going to have a little chat with Damianov. Criticise recent form. You've just been not very good. The other matches for the weekend have taken place. And fortunately for us, it looks like Huddersfield didn't win. Where are Huddersfield? They lost 2-0 to Reading. Watford did win, so we're no further behind Huddersfield. But we shouldn't have lost 5-2 to Burnley. Falconer and Simpson both feel their fines were unfair. Well, tough poop. Next episode, we are not going to go too far in the future, and I'm actually going to stick with it this time. We are going to go with Hull, and we're going to go with Swansea. We are getting very close to the business end of the season, and I still think, do we have to play? We don't have to play Huddersfield or Watford anymore. We've played them. How do we do against them both? We drew, obviously, earlier in the episode. We drew twice 0-0 with Watford. Great. At Huddersfield, we lost 3-2 there. And we beat 3-2 there. So we are even. We are as good as both of those sides. So yeah, we're going to do Hull. We're going to do Swansea. We'll probably do, I don't know, like a Wolves and a Luton in the middle maybe. I don't know. We'll find out. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2018 with Blackburn Rovers. We conceded 5 goals against Burnley. It was shocking. And we didn't score against Watford. It was shocking. If you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. And I will see you next time.